So Medicenna is an immuno-oncology company. We are developing a targeted approach to treat cancer, specifically targeting a biomarker called the interleukin-4 receptor. This particular receptor is overexpressed in about 1 million cancer patients every year. And our lead compound is MDNA55. This particular drug is designed to treat patients with recurrent glioblastoma. This is a type of a brain cancer which is uniformly fatal, by far the most aggressive and serious form of brain cancer. And with respect to the key milestones that we have accomplished over the past few months, first and foremost, of course, being listed on the TSX Venture Exchange. That was a big milestone for the company. And we have also started recruiting patients in our phase 2b clinical trial. In addition, we've entered into a collaboration with MD Anderson Cancer Center. And concurrently with our listing with the TSX, we've been able to raise $4 million in addition to $10 million that we had already raised previously. And of course, that supplements a very large $14 million grant from the state of Texas. So all in all, lots of news flow that we've had, and we look forward to achieving our other milestones over the coming months. Medicenna is already a clinical stage company. We have data on 72 patients. We have fast track and orphan drug designation from the FDA. So with respect to other biotech companies, unlike others that would have a 10-year time horizon for revenue, Medicenna has the opportunity of securing accelerated approval for our drug and hopefully having a revenue stream within the next 3 years. So that's a big, from an investor perspective, a big plus. From a clinical and a patient perspective, the drug that we've designed is unique in the sense that we administer the drug directly into the tumor using a minimally invasive technique that allows us to deliver very small amounts of the drug without affecting and causing toxicity anywhere else. The other thing is that our drug has the ability to deliver and target not only the tumor, but also these non-malignant cells that protect the brain cancer from our own immune system. So it's a unique approach. Just think of it as if you look at a stealth bomber, for instance, the stealth bomber has technology around it so that radar is not able to detect the aircraft. It's very similar here in brain cancer. So what Medicenna's drug does, it targets not only the tumor, but also the protection so that our immune system is eventually able to also mop up any remaining residual cancer. So those are two very distinct approaches that nobody else is working on. In a sense, what we're doing is quite disruptive. And considering the fact that over the past 40 years, there's been nothing at all to help this patient population, I think you have to do something radical, which is what we're doing. Well, MDNA55 is a targeted drug, so it targets tumors because they overexpress the biomarker called the interleukin-4 receptor. Healthy brain or healthy tissue does not have this receptor, so it's very selective. And if you look at the number of patients annually that have tumors with the IL-4 receptor, it's about 1 million cancer patients every year. So the market opportunity is huge. And if you look at brain cancer alone, whether it's primary or pediatric brain cancer or metastatic brain cancer, it's about 250,000 patients every year that could benefit from this drug. Well, of course, as you know, we are already recruiting patients in this phase 2b clinical trial. For us right now, the major focus is to make sure we get all our patients recruited by the end of this year, have data early next year, and of course, have the opportunity to go to the FDA by middle of next year. So that's the key thing. And the way we are approaching recruitment is that we have entered into clinical agreements with some of the best North American clinical centers such as UCSF, Duke, Sloan Kettering, Cornell, Cleveland Clinic. So we've got really key opinion leaders participating in the study, and we hope that we'll be able to then, as a result, be able to recruit our patients by the end of this year. Well, the opportunity is considerable for investors that are looking at a growth company, at a company such as ours that has addressing a huge unmet need, investors who are interested in the space of cancer, and obviously those that want to help this patient population for whom the outcomes are really very poor. So there is an opportunity to address an unmet need, and I think if we are successful, that really would provide our investors a huge upside return. Being on the TSX changes our exposure dramatically. It provides us access to an investor base that is not available if you're a private company. We have the opportunity to tell the story and be able to interact with our investor base much better, and also encourages other investors, not only in Canada but outside Canada, to participate in the Medicenna proposition.